All right, welcome back, everybody, all my brothers, sisters around the world. I pray all of y'all are having a blessed day as we thank the good Lord for so much. Just a real talk video right here. My title now says, when will black people help themselves? When will we start helping ourselves? And I already know off top I'm about to make a whole lot of black people mad, but once again, I love you and I care. That's why I'm about to talk like I'm about to talk. And if you get mad at the video, oh well, it just wasn't for you. Because by it being February, we always want to talk about Black History Month. You know, let's get along this month. You know, this is our month. But I want to go past us talking about Black History Month, because what I want to talk about is something that we keep doing every day. We keep doing every day. And the sad thing is, a lot of us don't want to read. We don't want to study. Now let me say this off top before I get started. I am not talking about all black people, but the majority in this video. I thank the Lord when I see successful black people, you know, doing good, not living a stupid lifestyle, you know, really taking care of the family and enjoying life and living according to the Word of God. So let's get that off top, straight off top. But I want to deal with us in this video. Now, what I've been hearing lately is nothing but complaining. Every time I talk to a brother or sister, you know what they doing? Down on the other brother or sister. Complaining about this, complaining about that. Hating on somebody because they done started a business and they haven't. But my question is, once again, when will black people start helping themselves? We don't want to support each other. We don't want to love each other. We don't want to forgive each other. We don't want to stop this hating on each other. Stop all this fighting and killing each other. Dude told me earlier today, hey bro, stay black. You know it's Black History Month. He threw up the little fist. Let's try to be good to each other this month. Let's treat each other right this month. Let's get along this month. I looked at that man like he was crazy, y'all. Yeah, it's a brother. But y'all know me when I say brotherman, like the Bible say, I'm not talking about color. But this black man said, yep, let's do good this month. And I said, just for 1 month, huh? 1 month. Why just February? Why not all year long? Why not every day? That's what came in my mind as I was walking off. When are we going to realize that you ain't going to get help from nobody else? When are we going to realize that? Oh yeah, you can get help from the government, which is another problem. But think about it. If you really look at it, who are you really going to depend on other than our Savior? Don't nobody just give you nothing in this life. And we so busy beating each other down that we can't see what we living in and how we doing each other. Are y'all still with me? If we would stop all this unprotected sex, let me go and take it there, because I'm not going to get on here and sugarcoat it. If we would stop all this unprotected sex, come on y'all, you wouldn't have to worry about another woman, black woman, going to the government. If women would learn to close up their legs, I'm going to say this again in this video, and men, we would learn to keep our penis in our pants, we would stop all the baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, child support checks. This is what's going on in the black race and been going on I don't know how long now. This is just a topic, black people. I know some of y'all mad at me, but hey, I'm going to deal with this thing. This is not to condemn you, but to rebuke out of love. And say this out of love. We can do better, but the problem is a lot of us are so brainwashed that we don't even want to move forward. We got more baby showers than bridal showers. We got more shacking up than being married. Well, JT shagging up me. I mean, we still together, man. Marriage ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing but a sheet of paper. Just a sheet of paper, dog. We don't need no sheet of paper. I understand that. But if that's the case, why you go in the driver's license office and get your driver's license? Try to drive around without that sheet of paper that turns into a card. What is that? What is driver's license? Another piece of paper. Try to get around without your social security card. I'm not trying to down us, y'all, but this is the mentality that most of us have. We don't even want to try to do better. Truth hurt. You can go ahead and say, man. So many of us locked up in the penitentiary are already dead on the streets or just flat out lazy. But thank the Lord for the black man that's moving forward, the black women that's moving forward. But when will we start helping ourselves? We've been fighting each other long enough. You know something I say that a lot of people get mad at me about, and I'm gonna say it in this video. I don't think I've ever said it on camera. But it's just a lot that I hated about civil rights. And you know what I hate mostly about civil rights and how we are? You think about it. Civil rights jacked us up in a lot of ways because they kept wanting you to continue to get along with people who can't stand you, who don't even want you to get along with them in so many ways. I'm not talking about everybody once again. We still putting up a fight right now with folks who don't even like us. If somebody don't like you, they just flat out don't like you. Not everybody, once again. But the saddest thing, we act like we don't like each other. Hating. Like I was just saying a minute ago, we fighting each other more and more every day. Let me tell you something, black men, black women. It's more to life than smoking weed. It's more to life than clubbing all the time. It's more to life than trying to drop it like it's hot, ladies. It's more to life than selling dope, getting drunk, having babies everywhere. It's more to life than that. And you wonder why we got another man on child support. You're trying to provide for your family, and that child support check is tearing you up. See, what's done is done. But why do we continue to wallow in the same mess, generation after generation now? What are we going to do about it now for moving forward? I had a conversation with one of my white buddies yesterday. I should have put it on camera, wasn't thinking. And this white brother, I call him Brother Dave. I love Brother Dave because Brother Dave don't see color. Brother Dave keeps it real just like I do. And he was talking from a white point of view, as I talk from a black point of view, as then we met each other in the middle and agreed on a whole lot of stuff. And as I hugged him, I said, man, you know what? I appreciate you for your realness. And you know what Brother Dave was what we really agreed on, because he said, you know what, JT? Black people always talk about the white man. He said, don't they understand that the white man will still continue to reap profits from them without even physical slavery? I said I couldn't agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more. You don't even need physical slavery no more. So many of us jacked up. And look at how we are, black people. Ignorance. I call it stupidity now, because there's a difference between being ignorant and stupid. Because ignorant means simply just not knowing. We all have been ignorant in our lives upon a time, and some of us are still ignorant. But when you are being stupid, see, then you know better. Then you're just being flat out stupid. Look at what we deal with in our race. Greed. Selfishness. Poor stewards. We spending more money on cars and rims and clothes than anything. Want to make sure the outside of the car is looking good. I got them 24s. Car barely making it to the end of the street because it won't even get the motor fixed. We more concerned about how we look on the outside. Let me get them shoes right there. Cost how much? That's a $300 pair of shoes. I get them. $200 pair of jeans. Let me get them right there. See, I'm going to bust on us in this video out of love because somebody got to tell the truth. The only way we can help each other is to learn what's wrong with each other. Poor stewards. Spending more money on mess, material things. And then we got the nerve to always talk about we poor. Right? I'm just living paycheck to paycheck, man, trying to make it. You living paycheck to paycheck, excuse me. But yet and still, you went out and bought them rims before you paid your light bill. I'm not talking about everybody once again. This is what a lot of us is doing. Priorities is all jacked up. We functioning by greed. Gotta have everything new. My partner the other day told me I just went out and got a $600 phone, man. And he ain't got no gas in his car. Calling to borrow some gas money. Stuck on stupid. We don't want to invest. We don't want to save. A lot of us rather blow money on all this other stuff than to start a business. But we quick to say the white man don't want to give me nothing. Man, don't you know ain't nobody hardly giving you nothing in this life. You got to get it on your own. White man don't want to give me a chance, JT. You ain't even giving yourself a chance when you act like this. I know some of y'all mad at me, but y'all, I still love you. Come on, y'all with me. I can't sugarcoat it. That's why I love you. This is why I tell you this stuff, because I love you. If I didn't care nothing about my people at all or anybody else, I wouldn't say nothing at all. I would just sit back and shut up like what half of us is doing. But when it comes to doing the truth like this, talking about what's real, some of us got a big problem. And we sit back and wonder why we are not successful. And then a lot of us are successful. Thank the Lord. I love to see when we are successful. Y'all heard what I'm saying? When I think about all the hatred, and this is the one that really bothers me. When Tyrone make it out the hood, he doing good now. He moved. Got him a bigger house, a better community to be in. Now Tyrone is a sellout. Because he didn't come back and get the ones who didn't even want to get out. Y'all catch what I said? I said Tyrone is a sellout because he didn't come back to the hood and get the ones who didn't want to get out. See, the thing is, when stuff bothers you and you get tired of it, that's when you do something about it. You got people who move forward. You got people complain that stay behind. And I'm just saying the name Tyrone for an example. We got to keep it real in this video. A lot of us just don't have our priorities right, y'all. You know what? I know men right now who neglect their own children just so they could be a baller. They neglect their own children to have the latest shoes, clothes, car, a big house, whatever. That's just foolish as I don't know what. Neglecting your own children so you can look good on the outside. That's balling. No, that's an embarrassment. We so quick to say, oh man, he balling or she balling out of control. No, that's an embarrassment. Then we got the drugs, the violence. And we look at the black community and wonder why it's in the shape it's in. Look at how, I don't know where y'all at, but from right here growing up, drugs, killing the community, still is. But we sit back and want to blame the white man for everything. We blame the white man for the drugs. They brought the drugs over here, but we selling dope to our own people. 10 or 15 dope dealers on the corner, running after the same crackhead. I've watched coming up. I've watched sons sell dope to their own mama. I've watched mothers try to sell their babies off. Selling whatever they can get their hands on for crack. Crack was more important than their baby. And when something takes hold of you that much, it's got you. But once again, I'm not talking about everybody, y'all. But this is what we see and what we are living in these days' time. So my question once again is, when are black people going to start helping themselves? We've been pointing fingers long enough. My question is, why that finger ain't pointing back at yourself? Because if it go around long enough, it should come right back to her. Can't go no further than right here no more. And we sit back with the blame game. We killing each other, robbing each other, breaking in each other's houses. But we talking about Black History Month. I always said Martin Luther King was alive right now, he'd be pissed off as hell. Because he would be looking at how we really do each other. And he would say that I have a dream for nothing. My dream was just all about nothing. Because he would look at what we doing to each other. The drugs, the violence, the robbing, the shooting, the killing, the murdering, the committing adultery, the getting high, the getting drunk, the wickedness that we are doing. I know this hurt. But somebody got to tell the truth. It's time out for the blame game. Greed is killing a lot of us. Greed is what's done killed the black community. And we all doing this on our what? Own free will. We want to show off cars and clothes and all this stuff. You know what? As I just thought about this, because for some reason, I thought about Tommy Hilfiger and his clothing line. And now so many black people were so crazy about Tommy Hilfiger clothes. And Nike also. And I thought about something. Then I thought about how we don't hardly own nothing. And we making everybody else rich. I made a statement on a video on her about the Jerry Springer show and some of these other shows out now. I said black people was steady complaining about, you know, the shows and everything. I said, but really, when you look at You Are Not the Father and Jerry Springer with all the black on black violence and crime and gay stuff, everything you can name was on Jerry Springer. I said if it wasn't for black people, they wouldn't have had the ratings like they had. And that's tough to say, but it's the truth. Look at Maury now. You Are Not the Father. Look at how many times some brother is turning back flips on the stage and run off stage because he is not the father. And then the girl go back there and fall on the ground and cry like she crazy. And the main focus is you got a little baby in the middle who's going to grow up hurt. Another child don't know who his dad is. She don't know who her dad is. We make these ratings on these shows so high with our ignorance. But we got the nerve to keep talking about the white man. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. That's why I kind of got off track. But let me go back to Tommy Hilfiger. That's why I said when you look at the clothes, things that they continue to build, they build in solid communities while we are living in jacked up communities when they profiting off of us. The business that we give them. Oh, come on, somebody mad at me. The business that we give them. Tommy even said he don't even want our money. And then look at what he said. Y'all know some of the stuff he said, but then look at how many of us kept running out there getting the clothes, supporting it, man. But we won't even support our own brother when he say, hey, man, buy my album. Brother, buy my t-shirt. Can you support my business? Sister, can you help me out with it? No, man. But we go support the white man. We support the ones from overseas. They can come over here and get a building and get what they want before you can even think about getting it. You done been over here all your life. I don't know if we're going to ever wake up and see this. We don't even want to start a business of our own, half of us, and then when one start us a business, oh man, don't we hating on the brother or sister. But when you come down here to Dallas, Texas, and go to a place called Big T Bazaar off of Loop 12 in Ann Arbor, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Come to Big T. And black women, I love you, but let me say this. I'm not talking bad about you or nothing. Making a point. Go to Big T Bazaar and look at how many black women spend so much money on their hair. Oh yes. Buying that hair, making them folks rich. Look at all the liquor stores over here in these neighborhoods. You don't see too many owned by no black man. You see people from overseas making a killing off the community. While you go home and go to your shacked up building, not everybody, they go home to their mansion that they made off of your neighborhood. From all the beer and liquor and the old jacked up food that they selling behind the counter. Done got rich off of us. What can we sit back and say we got to show for ourselves or own for ourselves? We still in slavery. In our minds. I don't need nobody to beat us and put chains on us no more. We jacked up right here. Come out of it. That's why I did those videos on her about the making of a slave by Willie Lynch. Half of the black people I told didn't even want to look at it. Didn't even care. Why? Because we just don't want to read, most of us. Not all of us. Thank the Lord for the black people that love to read. But half of us, man, we don't want to read nothing. We talking about trying to talk about the word of God and we won't even open up the Bible. I can't talk to you if you ain't open up the Bible. We too selfish. Our selfishness won't even allow us to work together, Brother K-Ray. We always talk about the crabs in the bucket syndrome. Yeah, that's how we are. Our selfishness won't even allow us to work together. And we wonder why we got 6 or 7 churches on one street in the black community who don't even associate with each other. Rarely even do anything for the community. Can't work together. My church came out of that church. Some of our members went to that church. I didn't agree with what was going on in that church, so I left and started up my own church. But we still on the same street. When we finally get together, it's at a funeral or a family reunion or a holiday. That's sick. We should be coming together every day. And then it's hard to come together when you got egos. It's a problem. I'm going to go ahead and close now. But I'm going to close and leave y'all with this. As long as we refuse to read, study, and learn things and start doing things different, we're going to forever stay behind, y'all. But not me. See, I don't mind talking to other folks. I don't mind opening up my heart and listening to other people. Because you know why? If you want to learn how to make some money and move forward, then you need to hang around and listen to some people that's doing that instead of hanging around the same old black folks that talking about, yeah, man, it's just how it is, bro. We ain't going to never come up. We going to forever be poor the rest of our life. I ain't got time to hang around you. That's your belief. I don't knock it. Let me leave you alone, though. Let me get around folks that's talking about moving forward, who's prospering. Let me get around some real deal people. That's why the prosperity preachers got so many folks' mind messed up on material things. Big houses, cars. Ain't even talking about prosperity dealing with your soul. I was trying to close, y'all, but y'all hear what I'm saying? Don't you know about, from studying, don't you know it's about 5% of America that really makes it out of poverty, y'all? And the rest of the 95 is doing what? Living from paycheck to paycheck. Need the government. Need the WIC program. Need all of this. And then the church need the government now. Thank God not all churches. Unless we start doing for ourselves, making our own business, living off ourselves and helping each other, we and every other race will forever be enslaved by the so-called white man, if that's what you want to say. See, my focus is not on blaming it on the white man. You know what my focus is? Doing what JT need to do so JT can move to the next level. Now I will close. I just had a thought from brother Malcolm X. I did a video on her a while back, the difference between Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I couldn't get 10 black people to even look at the video. Couldn't even get it. We know how they was different, but they both died in believing what they believed. But Malcolm X said something so powerful. He said, first, y'all, we must be together before we combine ourselves with others. Let me say it again. First, we must be together, black people. Come together before we combine ourselves with others. Because he was letting us know togetherness, we are strong. But we can't even get along nowadays. We holding ourselves back. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. I love you, black people, from the bottom of my heart, out of love. I'm just sick and tired of all this complaining and people complaining and not going to do nothing about it. Stop complaining and make a difference. We already know most of us ain't going to try. But that's not going to say all of us is not going to try. Because I don't know about y'all. I'm going to try. I am trying. And I'm going to do all I can to help somebody else. So with that being said, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.